Hey guys, it's Tiffany with another Tips from Tiffany. Just talking to you today a little bit about excursions. Definitely with excursions, you want to do a little bit of research. There's apps out there, Shipmate for one. You can read reviews for different excursions. You also want to look at your cruise, what the cruise ship offers. I recommend definitely doing excursions through the cruise ship. That way you're guaranteed that they're not going to leave without you. Definitely do a little bit of research though. Find out what's included in the excursion. We always like to do all-inclusive excursions. This means it includes food and drink with it. That way it is part of the excursion. And you don't have to try to pack snacks and drinks and stuff like that with you in your bag. When I say all-inclusive, that usually includes lunch and all of your drinks. Just be careful with the drinks, though. You're in a foreign country, and them drinks can get a little strong, so know your limits. But definitely research your excursions. I've talked to people on the cruise ships that have done excursions, and they just were miserable with their excursions, and then finding out that they didn't do any research. They just picked it because it looked fun. One of the excursions I really want to try is the where you save the baby sea turtles, and talked to a fellow cruiser that did do that excursion, and she did not like it at all. She said it felt like work. It was hot. They were sweating bad. They didn't get lunch. They didn't really have drinks out there. She said she was just miserable the whole time. So definitely do your research when it comes to these excursions. You also want to make sure that you pack your bag for your excursion. So if you're going to the beach, you want to make sure you have your sunscreen, your towel, your swimsuit. If you're not going on that, you're going zip lining or something, make sure that you carry whatever you're going to need for that. I always like on the excursions, on the bus rides, where you get to talk to the host or the person guiding the excursion. They always talk about the culture, and you get to learn different things about the country that you're in. Also with excursions, you want to know your limits. You know you, and you know what you're capable of handling. There are excursions out there that I won't try just because I'm afraid, or I know my limits. When you're picking your excursion, make sure to double check the requirements of the excursion and know your limits. Make sure that you have the stuff that you're going to need with you. The one that we're going on in a few days, it told us that we're going to need tennis shoes, so we're going to make sure that we have our tennis shoes with us. Chris is also going to make sure that he takes the proper camera gear so that he can wear his cameras instead of holding them. So always make sure that you check into the excursion and know your limits. If it's an extreme excursion and you have health conditions, maybe that's not the excursion for you. Just know your limits. We also like to prepay our excursions in advance. That way we don't have to pay for it when we're on the ship. So we always research our excursions before we go, choose them before we go, and prepay them. That way you're not worried about adding that expense to your sign and sail card. I hope these tips have helped you a little bit with excursions, picking your excursions. Like I said, do your research. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Always do your research. Like I said, there's apps out there. There's Shipmate. There's the cruise lines, and read the reviews. Some of the reviews are really good. Some of them you can tell they're just upset because something didn't go their way. Just know the difference between them, but definitely do your research. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If there's any other questions I can answer about excursions, please let me know. I know we're going on one in Jamaica. We're horseback riding through the sugar plantations and along the beach. I haven't horseback ridden in a long time, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, definitely give it a thumbs up, and we will see you out on the high seas tomorrow.